your dreams.
Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Snowbreak Containment Zone video, and today I want to talk about the new free Yao that you can obtain. Before I go on, I just want to brag about my luck real quick. Look at this screenshot. I managed to get 2 of Yao's signature weapon. I got really lucky with pulling this, and I just really wanted to brag about it real quick. I just, just look at this beautiful image, man. I literally maxed out her weapon in literally just like that. I didn't really have to waste any more of my precious in-game currency, but I just want to let you guys know that I got really lucky with Yao's signature weapon. Anyways, just like with any other free character that we obtain in Snowbreak Containment Zone, Yao is pretty good, or I should say NightGlow Yao. She's definitely worth investing, especially if you did get her this patch, because not only do you get a free Yao, you also get her free logistics. Her logistics are already set for you. You already got her defense, so she scales off of defense, and she also has alignment impact, or sorry, I meant to say alignment index. So she gets 2 free stats from her logistics. All you got to do is just reroll for electric damage and you're basically set. Yao is a support operative. She can support her other operatives by using her support skill, Pierce the Night. You need to have 20 S energy in order to use her support skill. Skill will cast a spark tether on the enemy and will basically deal electric damage over time damage. And when Yao is off field, she will restore ult energy for you as well. Yao's support skill can synergize really well with her ultimate, since her support skill does give her more ult energy. She can use her ultimate skill in no time at all, since it only requires 10 ult energy. Yao's ult will basically increase the attack of your operatives, which scales off of her defense, which is pretty good, since you do get her logistics for free and they all come with defense automatically. The odd part about Yao's ultimate is, well, she can't be switched in when she uses her ult. She basically gets trapped in a ball for some reason, and your ultimate will also decrease as well. I also forgot to mention that if you unlock Yao's neuronics, her support skills cooldown will be decreased by 25 seconds, and instead of getting 1 ult energy, you'll basically be getting 3 ult energy instead. Yao's ult will also inflict paralyze on the enemy, and she'll also decrease the attack of all targets within the shimmering star dome, which is what she summons in her ult, which is called Brighter in Darkness. Overall, Yao is a really good support. However, I do feel like she's kind of glued to certain characters, one of them being the new Chen. Remember that when Yao uses her ult, she does take away your ult energy, so any operative that needs their ultimate, she's basically not going to be working or synergizing really that well with other operatives that need their ult. J-Dark, Turbo, and Boo Boo don't really require any ultimate energy to use their ult. They all require their own thing in order to get their ult. I also forgot to mention that Yao's support skill can also increase the ballistic damage of crossbow users. Kadia Blue Bolt is the only character that we have so far that is a crossbow character. However, Kadia Blue Bolt does get outclassed by her summer version, the Kadia Dawnwing. Either way, this is a waifu game. The meta doesn't really matter. Neural simulation is not that big of a deal, since you only earn a fucking avatar profile. Even though NightGlow Yao might be just glued to 4 characters, you could still probably make her work with other characters. It's just that you're probably not going to be using their ults that often. Yao is pretty simple to play, since she is a support character. You basically just use her support skill. After a while, you use her ult, and then rinse and repeat. Most support characters are not really that hard to play, since you're basically just tapping a key on the keyboard. NightGlow Yao is just basically that. You're going to be hitting her support skill, and then you're going to be using her ult. That's it. That's all you do. Now, as for other ways that Yao supports your team, her signature weapon, which by the way I got lucky with. Did I forget to mention that I got lucky with her signature weapon? I managed to get 2 in one 10 pull. That's so fucking awesome. Anyways, her signature weapon basically increases her defense, so no other character is going to be using this weapon since I don't think any other operative really scales off of defense. The weapon will also increase your operative's ballistic damage if NightGlow Yao uses her ultimate. The description of the weapon does state that you have to use it continuously. Seems pretty vague. I don't really know how many times you would have to use her ult skill in order to really get that effect. But since Yao's ult is pretty easy to get, I don't think you'll have like hard time triggering this effect. As for Yao's cope weapon, which is called Divine Justice, which does sound pretty fucking cool. Her signature weapon is called Starfall, which sounds kind of, it doesn't really sound as cool as Divine Justice. Anyways, her 4-star weapon basically does the same thing as her 5-star weapon does, but you will just get lesser stats since this is a 4-star weapon. I always like to say that it's not worth pulling for signature weapons unless you just really like the character or unless you're just really autistic about the neural simulation scores. You can still clear the content of the game just fine with her 4-star weapon. Also, not many gacha developers really give out a free 4-star weapon for every 5-star character. Just like with all operatives in the game, they get even more busted with manifestation. At M1, she'll increase your operative's ballistic damage by 5% of 1000 of her defense. If Yao's defense is greater than 3000, it will also increase the damage interruption resistance to your operatives when her ult is active. At M2, Yao will increase your operative's attack by an additional 20% if you use her ultimate. At M3, Yao will increase the ballistic damage of your characters even further, and she'll also increase the crit damage amplifier even further. And at M5, Yao will basically increase damage if the enemy has a shield up. I do think M2 is a pretty good stopping point if you spend money on this game. Overall, I do think NightGlow Yao is worth investing. She's very easy to use. She should be very easy to build if you are playing this patch. I don't think she's like as good as Starshine Fenny, but she is pretty good. Anyways, that's gonna be my final thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and I will see you guys later.
Bye bye now. Come again soon. Thank you.